Welcome to Healthcare Entrepreneur Academy, where we seek to educate, motivate, and inspire professionals into starting their own healthcare businesses. Learn from leading healthcare entrepreneurs and other business experts as they share their journey and provide a glimpse into their playbooks for success. Loaded with valuable insights and actionable strategies, this show will guide you on your path to freedom. Now, please welcome your host, entrepreneur and healthcare practitioner, Jason Duprat.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Tactical Tuesdays. This is your host, Jason, and here on this episode, I just want to talk to you a little bit about building out a team. And so we are in the process of doing that right now. We've been slowly adding more and more team members to help us get things done because myself and my wife just cannot do it all. And so what we have found to be incredibly successful is using freelancers from across the globe. And there's several different sites that you can use to sort of accomplish this. One is Upwork.com. That one's great for a multitude of different things. There is freelancer.com, tends to be best for design type of work. 99 Designs is pretty much exclusively for designs. And we've used all three. We've had success with all three. And just wanted to share those resources with you because they are absolutely invaluable when you're working as a solopreneur or a small business and you're looking to get some work done. You can't afford to pay a private consultant here in the US to maybe design a logo for you. Instead, you can do it for a tiny fraction of the cost by using one of these sites like 99 Designs or freelancer.com. And essentially, the reason you can save so much money is one, you're paying a contractor. You don't have to pay somebody here as a W-2 employee in the US. So the benefits of paying a contractor are that you don't have to pay the employer portion of FICA tax. So you're not paying Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, all those things on behalf of your employee, which is something that you do have to do as an employer if you hire a US citizen or somebody working in the US. You also save on the hourly rate. So you might hire a freelancer or a contractor from India who speaks wonderful English, very intelligent, and can handle the exact same project, but they can do it at a fraction of the cost because $10 an hour, for example, $10 an hour here in the US goes nowhere near as far as $10 an hour goes in, say, Indonesia or India or the Philippines or wherever you decide to hire your freelancer from. And so essentially you're paying them a really great rate in their country or for their country. But at the same time, you're saving yourself and your business a bunch of money by not having to pay US rates for any work that you need to get done. And so I would highly recommend that everybody start with hiring some freelancers. On our team, we have multiple marketing specialists. Some are in the US and some are not. Everybody on our team is a contractor, and there's obviously some legalities to being able to set up a contractor. For example, you typically, when you're hiring a contractor, cannot dictate the hours that they work. You cannot typically provide any equipment or resources for them. They're supposed to supply their own. And so part of that here in the US is that if you hire a US contractor, you do typically pay more than you would pay per hour than a W-2 employee, but it still ends up in the long run being cheaper because of all the benefits you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay unemployment insurance. You don't have to pay health benefits. You don't have to pay vacation time. You don't have to do all that stuff. The contractor is responsible for handling all of that out of the 1099 pay that you give them. And it's also a great way to hire somebody who's not going to be worth you like 40 hours a week or 50 hours a week because contractors sort of expect their work to be more flexible. They sort of fluctuate their hours up and down as their clients need. And so it's much more flexible from the employer standpoint. And so I'd highly recommend getting started by bringing in some freelancers and you can start with just projects. And then as things get to be more steady, you can hire them as sort of part-time and you can work out whatever sort of arrangement you want. With our contractors, we typically will guarantee them a range of hours and say, we'll cap you at this, but you're going to be, at least you'll get this number of hours. This is what you can expect from us from work. That way they're more inclined to dedicate their time towards working with us. And for the contractor, there's a bunch of benefits as well. You know, they don't have to typically, if you don't hire them locally anyways, they don't typically have to report to any sort of office. They can work in the evenings, they can work in the mornings, they can work whenever they want. So there's a lot of flexibility. If they take a trip, doesn't matter. They can take their own trips. They don't have to ask for permission. They can do essentially whatever they want as long as the work gets done. And so being a contractor, there's a lot of extra flexibility versus being an employee. Being an employee, you are told exactly when to report, how to report. You have to sometimes beg for days off of work. And so we love working with contractors. It's been really successful for us. It's worked really well. And that's what we would recommend. Typically, the most common person that somebody would hire, a small business would hire as a contractor for their first hire would be like a virtual assistant to take all of the sort of tasky things off of their plate. And that way they can focus on the things that not only are they good at, but things that generate revenue and the things that are going to move the business forward in the most effective manner. So things like maybe emails or calendar management or things like that, things that don't require your specific skill set, that can require a skill set of somebody that's maybe has a little less training, or say you're a physician or you're a nurse practitioner and you don't need to have that type of degree or credential in order to manage a calendar. And so it just makes sense to hire somebody else who can do that for you while you focus on doing the things that require your specific background, your talents, your education, your skill set for. And that's going to be what moves your business and propels it much faster. So if you're looking to build a team, I would highly recommend using any of those websites. There's other ones out there. Those are the ones we've had the most success with. And if you have any questions about how to use these, just reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions for you. I'm here to help you guys. And if you have any specific episodes that you want to hear, any topics that you want to have discuss, just let me know. I'm happy to discuss those and hopefully provide some value and insight based on my own experiences and the experiences that I'm essentially learning from others as I interview other entrepreneurs and as I work with them in their coaching programs, as I'm taking their courses. So anything that you guys want to hear, I'm here to provide that for you. So definitely reach out. I'm on Facebook. You can find me there pretty easily. That's where I spend most of my time. You can email me, jason@ketamineacademy.com, or reach out to me on any other social media platform. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Tactical Tuesdays and hopefully it provided a little bit of insight on the best ways to build your team as you're starting to scale your business up. And we will talk to you guys on the next episode.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Healthcare Entrepreneur Academy. Want to connect with more like-minded healthcare entrepreneurs and professionals? Just head over to jasonduprat.com/group to join our Facebook family for real-time interactions, insight, and resources to get you one step closer to realizing your goal. We look forward to interacting with you, but until then, we'll catch you on the next episode of the Healthcare Entrepreneur Academy.